Master High Wing! High Wing, go!
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio.
I was told that you will reap the rewards.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too...
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
I find myself scurrying home at night these days. Be too careful.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along. Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest...
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secret. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. This Filbert must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I'm...
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's return.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing. I was shaken to my...
I imagine you fear Harlow.
I suppose I have... Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Revelio.
Pushing a plow.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio!
They don't seem to care. Can't say I blame them what with all I've done there.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
straight. Can't let anyone get past us this time.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
What? I used to be stationed near Irondale with Selwyn.
Dark magic, I presume.
Arrest the momentum. Descender. Accurate. Descender.
Don't let him hang up!
I was right, what a look at. Defenders.
You weaken quickly.
Rise and fight!
Bombard. Hoodfreaker. Defender.
You'll be sorry you did that.
Revelio.
Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Stop it! Put that thing away!
He must be here somewhere. Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr.
Over here. I need your help. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well.
I shall do my best.
It's nearby.
Understood. I'll fight.
Your friend Natty was not able
Revelio.
to... It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Now,
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
my pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio. Defender. Bombada. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarder! Confringo! Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Confringo! Revelio! The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage.
Wish me luck.
Accio. Compulso. Accio. What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Try to beat that.
Accio.
I've seen worse. Nothing to it. I'll let you have that one.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. Wait, did I win? I won! We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. All in the wrist.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. Try to beat that. Didn't think you were a match for me. Accio.
Accio.
Lucky shot. We should have bet a few galleons. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
Not bad. Not bad. Accio. All in the wrist. I'll let you have that one. Accio. Try to beat that.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Missed the mark a bit on that one. Nothing to it.
Accio.
I've seen worse. Accio. All in the wrist. That was one for the ages. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use... Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Try to beat that.
Accio.
Nothing to it. How do you do that? Accio.
Accio.
Lucky shot. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me. We should have better. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. Accio. Try to beat that. Not bad. Not bad. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
I'll let you have that one. Well done. You beat me. Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander. There's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll...
I suppose you're right.
on. I never...
Why do students always frown? Peeves should burn the castle.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
Peeves needs a hobby.
Now,
What are you up to
was
now?
It,
It's an outrage.
Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Somebody! Help! I've been kidnapped!
Revelio.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult...
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its... Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging... Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A rune spore.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Bell, who published the law of elemental transfiguration.
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking... One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer, according to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paws' 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner. Where is Ilvermorny School of which...
The Pyrenees.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located. The American school was founded in the 7th... What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was Amatentra smells differently to every person. Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult...
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your... Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Sir Agravain.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effect... What plant excretes stink sap?
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A smaller pot?
Incorrect. The answer was a single... The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slip... The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Lucklin. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that... The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the... You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know... Thank you for humouring me by participating.
Revelio.
It's an outrage! No one makes a fool of Ferdinand Octavius Pratt!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Sir, are you all right? You seem to be in some distress.
All right? Do I look all right? I've been kidnapped!
How can you be kidnapped when you're right here?
What sort of question is that? Of course I'm right here. I've more than one frame. Do you only have one home? It's my other frame. It's been stolen. And by students, no less. They paid filthy thieves to steal my other frame.
Oh dear. That sounds awful.
Well, awful is exactly what Astoria Cricket is. She's behind all of this. She and her friends were moaning about me, of all the nerve. Then I heard her plot to enlist a gang of good-for-nothings. That's why my other frame hung. Half of a place. Though I suppose I once knew a portrait who ended up in the Hog's Head. No one's heard from him since.
Right. So back...
Ah, yes. There I was, powdering my wig, and the next thing I knew, as if I can afford not to be at my post. I do important work for the headmaster, and I need my other frame back at the Three Broomsticks.
What do you mean you do important work for the headmaster?
Let's just say I overhear quite a bit in Serona's fine establishment, and the headmaster likes to know all about it. He's come to count on me in this regard. Reminds me of my
I don't suppose you have any idea where your stolen frame was taken. Can you see anything from it?
I most certainly can. They brought me to a ruin of all places. Some crumbling atrocity surrounded by water from the sound of it. Oh, I do also recall seeing the coast on the way.
I could look into the matter for you.
Oh, would you? How marvelous. Do it quickly, though, won't you? The place that... Off you go, then.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
But Lawley's none too pleased.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes... I've been thinking about those... I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Folks still talk about you taking down that troll.
Please tell me you haven't...
Astoria Cricket?
That depends. Am I in trouble?
Ferdinand Pratt thinks you should be. Says you stole his frame.
I wouldn't call it stolen. Relocated's more like it. How do I put this nicely? Ferdinand Pratt is a postulant boil, and he's lucky I didn't have him sealed in a wall.
He truly is rather foul, isn't he?
All he does is spy on students in here and report back to the headmaster. Sometimes, if there's nothing to report, he'll make it up. I spent 4 hours in detention last week, all because he told Black that I was planning to drain the lake, whatever that means. It was the last straw. He and his frame had to go.
May I ask where you put him?
Well, I didn't put him anywhere. The frame is likely with the fine gents I paid to snatch it. They camp in a ruin by the coast. I just wanted it far enough away that I'd never have to think about Ferdinand Pratt.
You do know he's screaming in the library as we speak.
Oh, for the love of Merlin. The pampered Pratt would have hated it. Grimy walls, smell of goats. And the patrons, they eat snooty princes like Ferdinand for dinner. But what's done is done. He isn't here anymore, and if I... Lovely chatting with you.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Reductor! Fight back!
Expelliarmus!
Tiger!
Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Imperial! Protego!
Since you saved Mr. Reb and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far.
Bombarda! Capolso!
You're the one who stole our goblin Accio.
Descender!
You...
Defender! Capolso! Protego! Stupefy! Accio!
Is this Hogwarts best?
Capolso! Stupefy! Accio! Descendo! Capolso! Flipendo! You? No one to share in my victory. Revelio! I know a Merlin trial when I see one. This looks intriguing.
Hello, Homora.
Well, it's about time. It's a wonder there's...
Calm down, I'm here now.
Calm down. Those buffoons outside have been talking about... If they weren't all sharing half a brain, they'd...
How was that?
With everything I overhear, I'm a veritable trove of information. Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
What if I don't want to return you to the Three Broomsticks?
What on earth do you mean?
I could just burn you and be done with it.
I'd like to see you try.
Tempting as a bonfire sounds, I think I'll spare you that fate.
I would hope so. Now, the Three Broomsticks, please. They're bound to be missing me terribly. Be sure to carry me carefully, won't you? My pantaloons are already creased. Where have you put me? It's pitch black in here. I shan't stand for this. Take me out of here immediately! You'll be sorry if I catch a flea. Are you listening to me? Get me out! What is the meaning of this? This isn't the Three Broomsticks!
No, it's not. It's the Hog's Head.
Did you fall into a cauldron of stupid potion? You...
It's no Three Broomsticks, that's for...
Please, you can't mean to leave me here! Please!
Goodbye, Ferdinand. Enjoy your new home.
Oi! I normally toss the both of you out. I like the look of the fancy man. Target practice.
Please! You can't use me as target practice anymore!
Tips in the hat, if you please. How wonderful! Thank you.
Hello, Homora.
Revelio. Mine now, demiguise.
Hello, Homora.
promising news about the location of our Hebridean
Revelio.
Glad to return her, you know what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
It's always nice to see a familiar face.
Accio.
Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
It must lead to something grand.
Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Mine now, demiguise.
on another adventure, are we?
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Wonder who lives here.
Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet Niffler.
I'm sorry to hear that your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him for years. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse. Filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window, and before I knew it, Rococo was off. I've been worried sick. But I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the Ashwinders that are lurking about.
I'll keep an eye out for Rococo.
Oh, that's terribly kind. But stay away from the... If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the take.
What do you have for sale?
What's brought you here today?
That hideaway does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should investigate, for Rococo's sake.
Can never have enough stock. That's what I say. Thank you for stopping by.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
Dear me, you have been busy. Incredible, thank you. You're ready for the final Alahamora lesson. With this knowledge, no lock shall ever stand in your way. You have done all I asked. I only wish I knew who put those statues everywhere in the first place. Alas. If you do find more, please feel free to remove them. You'll be doing your caretaker a And if I ever find out who the... Thank you once again. Now that you've mastered Alahamora, no lock is unbreakable. But do feel free to keep finding demiguise statues and removing those moons.
When mentor and student collide.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues, and the moons contained therein, were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something.
Wow, you turned out to be something of a hero, didn't you?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere, if you can manage to get the key into...
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Revelio.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there? Got it.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Oi, can you help me?
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some...
Looks like some sort of house token. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Ravenclaw house chest. I should see this through and find the Ravenclaw house chest.
Merlin help us when he starts hearing.
This seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
Brilliant.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the sun.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus?
He could become the most majestic giraffe. And we were on our way home when one of them saw me, just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted, and then...
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, as he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, and then he was gone. And...
Your fault?
He died protecting me. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but a few years later...
I'm sorry, Natty.
He was. We all have our burdens.
Yes,
Exactly. We are making progress. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you...
Revelio.
He has a brand new game. Just beware.
I don't think I can do this now. Best to come back. Ugh.